Hi, I'm Lauren, I'm Friday, and today I'm here to talk to you about choosing an editor.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
We all know that self-publishing is becoming more and more popular, and therefore there's a lot more work for independent editors out there. As well as that, a lot of authors like to submit their work to an editor to a publishing house, just to get some perspective on it, some professional thoughts before they shop it to the marketplace. With that in mind, as a freelance editor myself, I thought I'd give you guys some tips on what you should look for when you're choosing an editor. So probably my first tip would be that to look for recommendations. I mean, ask your author friends, ask in relevant groups on social media, and just sort of get a vibe on who people think is good. I think that's definitely the first tip I would recommend, because you know what, if someone else uses that person and loves them, there's probably a reason for it. Tip number 2, I would see if they're associated with any industry body or association. So there are a lot of state, country, there's even a worldwide, I think, association for editors. Personally, I'm with the New South Wales Editors Society. But, just knowing that someone is affiliated with a society, no, it's not a guarantee that they're brilliant at their job, but it certainly lets you know that they're serious about it, that they're willing to pay annual membership fees, and that they probably attend conventions or development days and stuff like that to help further their skills. So I think that's a really nice thing to look for as well. Another thing to look for when choosing an editor, thing number 3, if you will, is testimonials. Check their website to see if they have any testimonials, or ask the editor if they'd be willing to provide any testimonials for you to have a look at. A lot of editors will certainly have this on hand. I know I sure do, so I'm sure other people do as well. Thing number 4, a lot of editors will offer you a free sample edit. Some people demand that it's paid for. I personally do like about 1,000 words free, just so someone can get a sense of my style. And I think that really gives you a good idea of what sort of firstly, a style the editor uses. Some people have a very formal style, some people aren't very descriptive, some people are more casual. So, it'll give you a good sense of whether you really want to work with this person and what sort of things they'll be able to pick up and help you develop with your writing. And finally, I think the last thing is professionalism. So how quickly do they respond to your email? Do they answer all your questions? Do they make you feel comfortable? I think communication is key, and if they can't reply to an email, within sort of 48 hours of your initial inquiry, I'd really be thinking, well, will they get me my manuscript when they say they will? Unfortunately, there are a lot of horror stories around there and that I hear, and a lot of my work actually is fixing manuscripts from people whose editor hasn't delivered on time. So I think timeliness is absolutely a big key, and that first quote email can be a really good initial indicator of that. Anyway, they're my top tips for choosing an editor. Thank you very much for listening, and should you be looking for an editor, don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks, guys.